Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Clayton, and I just got back from seeing Illumination Entertainment's Sing, and I feel like this is a film that's going to be a bit of a base breaker, with some people loving it, some people hating it. Especially since this film is a very style over substance film, but man, what a style. Let's just say you won't enjoy this film so much for the characters as much as you will for how freaking entertaining and how over the top and ridiculous it all is. But let's get to the story, shall we? So the story revolves around a koala bear named Buster Moon, played by Matthew McConaughey, who's dealing with a struggling theater. So he sets up a singing competition in order to get the film back to the theater back to its former glory. Unfortunately, a typo on his flyers advertises $100,000 instead of $1,000, which leads to pretty much the entire town he's in going in for singing auditions. And after a very long audition process, he eventually finds some candidates to provide a good show, including a shy elephant named Mina, a homeowner pig named Rosita, a tough gorilla named Johnny, a fast-talking mouse named Mike, etc. You know. So, what did I think about the film? Well, it's actually incredibly entertaining. Now, I understand the use of pop songs in the film will vary from person to person on whether or not they'll enjoy the film or not. Yes, they have some groaners, like they use Anaconda at one point in the film, and they used Cunnilingus and Sing, obviously, but there are also some absolutely great songs they shows like Shake It Off, My Way, and Lollipop. It's basically a mixed bag of a soundtrack, but if you don't mind the scattershot use of songs, you'll enjoy the ones that are actually worth watching and worth listening to. And if you don't like the pop music that's chosen, then you will not like the film at all. Because there's a song literally every 2 minutes throughout the film, but to be fair, the songs feel like they actually move the story along while also being existing pop songs. And even though I'm not a big fan of jukebox musicals as a genre, they do sound nice, and most of the actors do a good job with how they handle the songs. I mean, Reese Witherspoon as Rosita, Seth MacFarlane as Mike in particular do a surprisingly good job with these pre-existing songs. Speaking of which, the characters are fairly two-dimensional, but they're at least entertaining to watch, mainly due to the actors who play them. For example, as simple as characters are to follow, like Mina and Mike are, there's an inherent likability to them based on their voice actors' performances. For example, Seth MacFarlane's Mike is a egotistical jerk, but he's played so many egotistical jerks it's kind of hard not to like him, just because of how entertaining he is. Taron Egerton is Johnny the gorilla, and he's surprisingly, I think, is going to be the ensemble dark horse of the film, based on his storyline with his gangster father, and based on his performances. Rosita, played by Reese Witherspoon, is a homeowner pig who needs to prove that she's still got the moves, and I think Witherspoon does a great job. Scarlett Johansson plays a porcupine rock chick, who, in my opinion, shows that Scarlett Johansson is a bit more versatile with her acting than some people may think she is. And Tori Kelly as Mina, well, I can tell why they chose a pop singer to play the character, but her performance still feels genuine and not forced in any way. And even some of the side characters, like Gunther, played by Nick Kroll, and Buster Moon's sheep friend, played by John C. Reilly, they round out the cast surprisingly well. It is a truly star-studded cast, and really, the characters are more there as vessels to provide the constant song sequences rather than being fully fleshed out three-dimensional characters. But I think of this film in the same way that I think of Moulin Rouge. It's a guilty pleasure, style over substance, and you're just gonna have to sit back and enjoy the great song sequences, the excellent animation, and just how much effort you can tell was put into it. You can tell the animators, the director, and the voice actors were having a ball while making the film, and some of that energy was absolutely infectious. And the ending. Without spoiling anything, the ending is one amazing song sequence after another, and hearing all of them back to back really exemplifies what this film is. It's there so the kids and their parents can have a good time during the holiday season, and you know what? What's wrong with that? Sometimes you need to have a little fun during the holiday season. So, my final verdict for Sing is that it's certainly style over substance, but the style is way more than enough to recommend you to watch it. I'll give Sing an 8 out of 10. See you next time.